What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, so I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Something happened last night where we just broke well past 7,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited because I've been so looking forward to making this video. I told you when we get to 7,000 subscribers I would answer your Q&A questions, and you guys asked me some awesome questions, and again, I've just been chomping at the bit to answer these because I think this is going to be a really fun video to make for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into these awesome questions. It's 2:48 p.m. Let's get down to business. Okay, so right out the gate, a lot of you have been asking me what I do. And for my Instagram followers, at The Simple Consultant, you already know that I'm a business consultant. I work heavily in USP development, campaign assessment, direct marketing, that kind of stuff. If you want to learn more, you can go ahead, follow me at The Simple Consultant, or you can check out my website, www.thesimpleconsultant.com, and yeah, we can talk about it. Another very common question I've been getting is about regrets. Do I regret buying any watches? And luckily, I'm very particular, I'm very picky about the watches I acquire, so I don't have any real buyer's remorse yet, although I'm sure it could happen. However, I do regret not getting a certain piece, and that piece was the Seiko Samurai Blue Lagoon. I regret not pre-ordering it because I really wanted it. I think it was around $475 was the pre-order price, and now it's like well above $600, $700. But in hindsight, I'm actually really happy I didn't get it because now I'm much more interested in the new Samurai, the Patty Samurai, the SRP B99K1. I think it's got a beautiful dial. I love the Pepsi bezel. I'm just much more interested in that piece. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I skipped out on Blue Lagoon, and I'm going ahead and looking for that Patty. Another really cool question I got was about tools needed. What tools do you need if you own a watch? Well, the majority of stuff you'll be doing is resizing a watch bracelet or changing out a strap. And honestly, you're going to get away with most things by just acquiring one of these simple spring bar tools. These are honestly a couple bucks online. I'm going to leave a link in my description below where you can pick one up for yourself. You're going to be able to handle most things just with this. However, I did get one of these Eventronic watch kits sent to me. I'm going to go ahead and review this, but this kit is much more expansive. It's got a mallet, it's got a watch case jig, some different tweezers, and a case back remover. Just, you can handle a lot more stuff with this. I'm going to review it and make a separate video for you about this, but yeah, this looks like a pretty decent kit. So if you want to do more stuff, I'd say get a kit with a lot more things in it, but for the majority of what you'll be doing, just a simple spring bar tool will do. Okay, on to my Grail. A lot of you have been asking me about what would be my ultimate Grail watch. So one watch that I've been just lusting over lately has been a Rolex GMT 1675 Pepsi bezel. Again, I'm very picky about the one that I want. These range anywhere from $9,000 all the way to above 20 grand. So it's not totally like unattainable in the future. I'm sure I'll find one that I can get, but I want one with the perfectly faded bezel, with the custard lume indexes. I want it to look just perfectly worn with a perfect patina, and yeah, I think those look so amazing, so classic. And when I find one, I'm going to make it happen, and you'll see. I'll get one. I will get one and review it here for you guys. Okay, so a very interesting question I got was about buying a watch on a cruise. Now, do I think it's a good idea? Do I think it's a bad idea? Here's my thoughts about it, okay? I've never done it, so I could be totally wrong about this, but I have a feeling it's a bad idea, because from what I've read, the discounts aren't all what they're meant to be. Okay, so maybe the retail price is knocked down a bit, so when you're on the ship, the watches may look heavily discounted, but when you dock back in your home port, you get a bunch of fees, and then you have to pay a bunch of taxes on that piece. So when everything's all said and done, the discount isn't really that great, and you're not really saving that much money. So in the long run, I'd say just stay away from it. Try to find a watch at a good price, just here on solid ground. Okay, a really fun question was about my first watch. Again, my 5,000 subscriber watch giveaway is still going on, where I asked you guys to tell me about your first watch, so I guess it's only fair that I show you my first watch. Now, I did have a bunch of swatches growing up. I did have a Casio Baby G. Actually, I guess one of my regrets is not having that Casio Baby G still, but one of my first watches was this Hamilton Field Watch 9721. Easily my first automatic watch. I got it when I was very, very young. My dad gave it to me. It is an LL Bean dial. Just a very cool watch. It still runs. It keeps time, but it's losing a lot of time. I took it into my watch guy to get it serviced, and unfortunately, he told me it's probably going to need a new movement. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that because I still do. I still want to keep this watch. It's my first watch. So we're going to go ahead and get it cleaned up and get it taken care of, and I'm going to be able to wear it every day again. Okay, a really funny question I got was, what watches would I get Link and Ari? So Link, you guys already know, my younger kitty, I would get him a Seiko SNK 809 because it's a very tough field watch and it's not super expensive. So if he loses it or breaks it, which I know he probably would because he's a little boy, it won't be too much of a loss. And for Ari, because she's a much more sophisticated cat, I think she deserves a Reverso Classic Duetto. Just a very nice looking, elegant piece, and she's a very elegant cat, and so I could definitely see her rocking one of those. Okay, you guys have been asking me the most interesting questions. One of them was about buying multiples of the same watch. So someone told me, hey, I really love certain models of watches, and I buy multiples of them, just in different color variations, or different dials, or what have you. And honestly, I don't think you're crazy for doing that. For instance, if you like the Seiko SKX 007 and maybe you want the 009 for the Pepsi bezel, I don't think that's weird. Just you want to change it up. Now, the person who wrote to me told me that he has 5 to 10 of the same watches. I don't know if I would do that. I think I would want just to put that money into totally different watches, but I don't think you're crazy, dude. Do whatever you want. Buy the watches you like. If you have a watch that you just are in love with and you want multiples of it in every different option ever released, then go for it. Okay, so another very common question I've been getting is about my dream car. I think there's a definite crossover in watches and cars. If you're an enthusiast in one, you're probably an enthusiast in the other. So my dream car is a 1993 Porsche 911 RS America in Guards Red. There's something about that car. It's kind of like the Comex Submariner. Okay, if you were to drive that car somewhere, people would see it and be like, oh, it's a nice car, it's a Porsche, it's a sports car. But if you know, you know. Okay, that's just a super purist car. I think it had upgraded struts and shocks, and I believe it had the brakes of the Porsche Turbo of that time. But it was stripped of all the bells and whistles, and it was made for dudes that just wanted to run their car super hard over the weekends, those weekend warriors. Just a really badass car. Unfortunately, there's a huge 911 bubble right now where these prices are just skyrocketing. This RS America that I want is well over $100,000. But you know what? I'm going to acquire one. Mark my words, we'll make it happen. Which kind of brings me to my next question. What the heck is with these Nissan hats up there? Why Nissan? Well, for those of you who follow me at The Simple Consultant on Instagram know that I've been building up a Nissan 370Z as kind of a little track toy. It's a very, very fun car. It's a very nice looking car. I've been having a ton of fun with it, and I should probably post more pictures about it in the future, but yeah, watches have just consumed me. But let me know, do you guys want to see more of that car? I guess maybe I could make a video about it if you guys are interested. It sounds amazing. I know you guys are interested in that, so let me know. Would you like to see more of that car? So another really common question I've been getting is about the various items on my shelves, and I'm going to make a dedicated video about those things, but I guess I could point out a few things I've been getting a lot of questions about. So the first thing a lot of people have been asking me about is that first baseman's mitt. I grew up playing a lot of baseball. It's probably my favorite sport to watch nowadays. I'm a huge Red Sox fan growing up in New England, and unfortunately they did not make it to the World Series this season, and I don't know, maybe I gotta root for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Another item I've been getting a lot of questions about is this holster. It was actually my great-grandfather's holster in World War II. He was a doctor in the United States Navy, and yeah, this carried his service pistol. I think it's really cool that I have it now, and it's super special to me, and I'm glad that I can have it as my backdrop. So another thing that a few of my viewers have pointed out is the Dangerous Book for Boys. Okay, I highly recommend this book. It's super fun just to pick up and thumb through. Has a lot of random information that every guy should know about. It has historical battles that you should be able to talk about and know. It has basic astronomy. It has strategies for chess. Different knots you can tie. I think it talks about how to build a simple like go-kart. Just really fun things that every dude should have in the back of their mind. So yeah, I'm going to have a link in my description where you can pick up a copy for yourself. Alright, another really common question is about the pen. Why the pen? Why do you keep waving around your pen? Well guys, believe it or not, I have notes. Okay? I have notes in front of me with my talking points so that I don't forget to say something. And another thing is that it's much more comforting to me to have something in my hands so I'm not just awkwardly playing with my fingers. It's just, I'm like a conductor. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a super fun topic. I'm going to do multiple Q&As in the future, I'm sure. And I want to remind you guys that my 5,000 subscriber watch giveaway is still going on. There is still time. You can enter until October 31st when I pick the winner. So guys, please click the link in my description below to enter that. And again guys, I want to thank you for taking me past 7,000 subscribers. I couldn't have done any of this without you. And with that being said, if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can click that little bell icon so you do not miss an episode of The Time Teller. There's just so much more awesome content on the way, and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, The Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.